The closure of Bethesda Studios by Microsoft is truly sad news for fans of the company and the gaming industry. Microsoft recently announced the closure of 4 Bethesda Studios: Arcane Austin, Alpha Dog Studios, Roundhouse Games, and Tango Gameworks. This move is part of Microsoft's strategy to cut costs and focus on major releases, prioritizing high-impact titles and investing in Bethesda's blockbuster game portfolio. According to reports, Microsoft's leadership felt that the studios were too scattered and decided to concentrate their efforts on fewer projects in the future. This decision has caused surprise and sadness among the employees of these studios and also among players, especially because Bethesda is known for its creativity and for producing acclaimed games. To honor this great developer, today I bring you the top 10 Bethesda games that you need to play before you die. So subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications so you don't miss anything. The release of Doom 2016 by ID Software was a significant milestone for first-person shooter games. This title, which is a reboot of the iconic Doom series from the 90s, managed to capture the essence of the fast-paced action that made the original series a success while enhancing it with modern graphics and updated gameplay mechanics. The gameplay of Doom 2016 is undoubtedly its strong point. The game is fast, frenetic, and absolutely brutal. Each level is designed to provide a constant flow of action without any moments of waiting. It's a festival of shooting that never ceases to be exciting. Doom 2016 is a fantastic example of how to reboot a beloved series. It captures the spirit of the original while adding new elements to create a unique gaming experience. Wolfenstein 2: The New Colossus is a gem among first-person shooter games. Released by Machine Games, this title is the highly anticipated sequel to the popular Wolfenstein: The New Order. The game is set in an alternate reality where the Nazis won World War II. You play as B.J. Blazkowicz, a determined soldier with a mission to free America from Nazi control. The game encourages experimentation, allowing you to approach missions in various ways. You can choose between a stealthy approach or go all out, guns blazing. Wolfenstein 2: The New Colossus is a game that goes beyond the first-person shooter genre. It is a blend of intense action, engaging storyline, and captivating characters. If you are a fan of action games, it is a title that you definitely must try. Dishonored 2, released by Arcane Studios, is a game that stands out in the action-adventure and stealth genre. The game takes us to the world of Karnaca, where we have the freedom to choose between playing as Corvo, the protagonist of the first game, or his daughter, Emily. Each character has unique abilities, adding an extra layer of strategy and replayability to the game. The gameplay of Dishonored 2 is what truly sets it apart. The game encourages experimentation and creativity. There are always multiple ways to approach a situation, whether it's stealthily in the shadows or attacking head-on. The game world is richly detailed and filled with secrets to discover. Driven by a frenetic pace, non-stop action, and a pulsating soundtrack, Doom Eternal is a milestone in the first-person shooter game industry. Released by ID Software, this game is a true celebration of excellence in game design. Doom Eternal puts the player in the role of the Doom Slayer, a relentless warrior on a mission to stop the demonic invasion of planet Earth. The narrative is engaging, filled with twists and electrifying moments that keep players glued to their seats. The game shines in its gameplay. The fast-paced action mechanics, combined with an innovative life recovery system through executions called Glory Kills, create an energetic and visceral gaming experience. The available arsenal of weapons is vast and varied, allowing the player to face hordes of demons with style and efficiency. The Elder Scrolls III: Morrowind, released in 2002, is a beloved treasure for many RPG fans. Morrowind is a unique experience. The game transports you to the province of Morrowind, a fantasy world filled with strange creatures, stunning landscapes, and complex cities. Morrowind's greatest strength is the freedom it offers to the player. You can follow the main story, but there are countless side quests and locations to explore. The storyline is fascinating. You are a released prisoner sent to Morrowind with a mysterious mission. The story unfolds slowly, immersing you in a plot of gods, prophecies, and political power. The world of Morrowind is rich in detail and has a depth that few games can match. In 2012, Dishonored emerged, a game that defies conventions and offers us an innovative and captivating gaming experience. The game introduces us to Dunwall, a dark and decadent city, but full of peculiar charm. The game's atmosphere is simply fantastic. Dunwall is a living city, with an atmosphere that envelopes us and draws us into its world. The game's storyline is another highlight. In Dishonored, you assume the role of Corvo Attano, the Empress's bodyguard who is unjustly accused of her murder. The story is intense and thrilling, full of twists and memorable characters. Dishonored's gameplay is what truly surprises us. The game offers unprecedented freedom to the player. You can choose a stealthy approach, avoiding enemies and going unnoticed, or you can face the battle head-on, using your arsenal of supernatural abilities and weapons. If the world were to end tomorrow, would you be prepared? Well, if you played Fallout 3, probably not, but at least you would have had a lot of fun. Fallout 3 is a masterpiece in the form of a game that transports us to a post-apocalyptic world where anything is possible. And when I say anything, I mean anything. Want to be the savior of humanity? You can. Want to be a villain feared by all? You can do that too. Want to spend the whole day searching for cans of beans in the ruins of supermarkets? Well, to each their own hobbies. The game's atmosphere is simply fantastic. Walking through the ruins of Washington, D.C. with your faithful dog, while fighting mutant creatures and searching for Nuka-Cola, has a special charm. It's like a walk in the park, if the park were infested with radiation and creatures that want to kill you. Quake. Who hasn't heard of this classic game? Released by ID Software in 1996, Quake is one of the most influential games of all time. In Quake, everything is fast, frenetic, and brutal. The game doesn't give you time to rest, it's you against hordes of enemies in a violent and chaotic ballet. The action is intense, but there is a certain beauty in the simplicity of the mechanics. Quake's atmosphere is another point worth highlighting. The game takes us to a dark and grotesque universe, full of monsters and traps. Each level is a labyrinth of dark corridors and rooms filled with terror. And although the graphics may seem dated today, they were revolutionary at the time. The Elder Scrolls IV: Oblivion is a milestone in the action RPG game universe. The game is the fourth installment in the Elder Scrolls series and was released in 2006. It is set in the fictional province of Cyrodiil, within the vast universe of Tamriel, where the player is free to explore and follow their own path. The game's protagonist starts as a prisoner, whose escape from an underground dungeon is facilitated by the intervention of the Emperor himself. From this point on, the player is immersed in a great adventure, tasked with finding the rightful heir to the imperial throne and protecting the kingdom from the dangerous plan of the demonic entity, Murrun's Dagon. In terms of innovation, the Elder Scrolls IV: Oblivion set new standards for the RPG genre. The game introduced a Radiant AI system, which gives NPCs realistic behaviors and routines. Additionally, the cutting-edge graphics engine allowed for an unprecedented level of detail in the game world and characters. The Elder Scrolls V Skyrim is one of the most iconic RPG games of recent times. The game immerses players in an open fantasy world, filled with mythical creatures, epic quests, and a rich narrative. Skyrim is set in the cold and harsh province of the same name, which is part of the continent of Tamriel. As the Dovahkiin, you are the only one capable of facing the dragons that threaten the world. The game is famous for its freedom of choice. You can follow the main story or venture into countless side quests. The gameplay is engaging and deep, with many skills to master and equipment to collect. The world of Skyrim is vast and full of details. Each city has its own culture, history, and conflicts, making the world very lively and captivating. What is your favorite Bethesda game? Let me know because I want to know. I left 2 videos here that I'm sure you will enjoy. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and give the video a like to help the channel grow. I'll be signing off here with God until next time.